Hi everyone, you just let me know when we're ready to begin and I can get started.
Okay, yes, Matt, we are ready to begin, and
Cool,
your
let's
sound
go
is
for it.
much better.
Awesome, thank you very much.
Welcome.
Well, good morning everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Tuesday. I think it's Tuesday. And I want to say for those of you who were here yesterday, thank you so much for your patience. I think we managed to sort out a few things and I'm hoping that you guys can hear me okay. So can you guys give me like a thumbs up or something and just say it's all good? And let me just make sure that it's all good. And if you're happy, I'm happy. If you're happy, I'm happy. So let's do this. Oh, that's so good to know. Thank you, guys. Way better than yesterday. So, good morning. My name is Matthew Haynes, and we will be going through the next lesson in computer applications technology for grade 10. So, welcome. Welcome, grade 10s. Welcome if there are any teachers in the group. Nice to have you with us. Feel free to hop in. All good, Daddy. Oh, thank you, Barry. Thanks, son. Okay, so let's have a look. If you want to find me online, you can find me on Twitter, mhaynes online, or look up matthewhaynes.online. Needless to say, yesterday was not a great experience. I have taken care of the problem. Okay, I fixed it. I fixed it, so it's all good. All right. Let's have a look at what we did yesterday. Yesterday, we had a look at hardware and we covered extended hardware concepts and we looked at input devices. Now, let me just, there we go. Okay, input devices, and we covered all of that. So hopefully you guys were okay with that. I'm going to re-record that for you. Okay, we're going to re-record that, and I'll make sure you guys get a decent copy of that. All right, because yesterday was just, it was terrible. But it's sorted today. Today, what are we going to do? Today, we're going to be looking at hardware again, extended hardware concepts, but this time we're looking at output devices. Yesterday was input devices, today's output devices. So here we go, input and output devices, output. All right, are we ready? Are you guys still with me? Is everybody happy? Fantastic. It's nice just to have a bit of feedback, and I know that you guys are still alive and still there. If anyone knows how many users we have, I'd love to know how many users we have. We had over 250 yesterday, and yeah, no pressure. So we're on 116, 115. Okay. If there is bad sound, I will know that from everyone saying bad sound, so it's just for you. I'm sorry, I'm not too sure. I'm sure the host will engage with you. Okay, I need to carry on with the lesson, so here we go. Right, output devices. Let's have a look at what is output. So can someone just type out a little message there and tell me what do you define as output in terms of computer technology? All right, RJA says it's the display of information. Yes, it does have something to do with displaying information. That is good. What else? Anybody else? Output, maybe like an MP3 device, something displaying. Yes, an MP3 device is an output device because that's what it does. It plays music, so good. Anyone else? Printer, good. Data to information, yes, but there's got it. That's a conversion. We want something that is output so we can see it, okay, or perceive it in some way. All right, Kayla, who's Kayla? Can you switch off your webcam, please? And somebody called Ethan H. Just switch off your webcam, guys. It'll definitely help with the sound in the video. Okay, a final product. It might not necessarily be a final product, but it is on its way to a final product. So yes, good. Gives feedback on the results of its processing. Nice. Feedback is a good word. A monitor displaying the data. Nice. You guys are doing all right. This is actually a pretty good. This is a pretty good grade 10 group. I like this. So let's have a look. Here we have some basic output devices. Now, I know these output devices because most teenagers are born with and attached to 24/7 these things. I just see them stuck on their heads pretty much all the time. And if it's not those, it's going to be something like this. I think you guys are all becoming cyborgs. Yes, yes, the future is here. So we've got some headphones, we've got these earbuds or earpods, okay, and speakers, basic computer speakers, okay, that's these are all forms of output, or these are devices that produce output. Audio output specifically. Okay, remember we're talking about hardware, stuff you can see and touch. So it's the devices that produce output. So that's audio output. Okay, so let's have a look here. Here is another form of output that somebody did mention earlier. And what is it? It's a monitor. Yes, it is. Video output. We are very familiar with video output because a lot of devices we rely on produce video output, so we can see what is taking place. The whole point of having video output is so that we can see what is happening on a device. In this situation, the screenshot that I've got there is a computer monitor, and we can see that there is an operating system. Without this device, without this video output, I would not be able to use this operating system. So it is essential that I'm using some sort of video output to see what I'm doing, so I can engage with the operating system, or with the GUI, the GUI, the graphical user interface. Okay. So this is a basic monitor, a very nice one actually. It's actually a very nice one. I think I should get myself one of those ones. Okay, cool. Another form of video output, which you are also glued to, is a cell phone, smartphone screen. Screens on smaller devices. So not necessarily a monitor, but a screen of some kind on a device like the phone that some of you might be using. And again, this is producing output, video output. Okay, typical phone screen. Here's another one. Whoa, my phone's ringing. Hold on, cancel. So every time I'm doing this, someone calls. I'm going to just put that on mute. Okay, there we go. Okay, note to self, mute before doing live video. Now, have a look at the smartwatch. Yeah, I think that was my mother. Okay, so here, another typical form of video output. Something that, look, I have a really cool smartwatch. There it is. Nice. And yes, another form of video output, so we can see what's going on that interface. So there's a smartwatch face. Smart face watch. You can write it how you like it. I don't mind. Okay. Another form of output, typical output, tablets, iPads, not iPads, etc. Tablets are great. I love tablets. Okay, not the ones you're thinking of, the ones on the screen. Okay, and yes, that's a tablet screen. Another form. So all of these are forms of video output. Okay, showing us what is taking place on a device. Now we get on to another kind of output, also something we are very familiar with. And what is this? It's a printer. Yes, it is. It's a printer. Now, most people have printers. Okay, most people have printers. But this is a particular kind of printer. This is an inkjet printer. Okay, an inkjet printer. And it prints using ink, liquid ink. All right, so we'll get into the ins and outs of printers maybe in another lesson, but we're just focusing on output devices now. So this is an inkjet printer. I know, mind-blowing. And then we have the laser printer. And for some strange reason, I would always call it a laser jet printer. I don't know why. There are no jets in this printer. It's just laser, okay? It burns stuff. Again, it magnetically charges or electrostatically charges this fine toner, this fine powder we call toner, onto an electric drum. Okay, magnetic drum. It's not electric. So yes, it's not a laser jet. It's a laser printer. Okay, cool. And if you have one of these are really, really nice. Okay, really nice. Again, another form of output. It produces something. It produces text or pictures on paper. Okay. What kind of printer is this? What kind of printer is this? This is like a fancy one. It's a scanner printer. Okay, close. There's sort of a kind of phrase I'm waiting for there. An office printer, a multi-printer. Let's see what we got. A multifunction printer. Ooh, Mr. van Aswegen. Are you a student? Okay, photocopier, laser, industrial printer. Okay, some of you got some interesting phrases here. Okay, like office printer, industrial printer. You're getting the idea that it's a printer that does more than one thing, and it's used in different things. Okay, so okay, who is Michle? Michle, can you switch off your webcam, please? That'd be awesome. Dean, you can switch off your webcam. Okay, I've seen your face. Awesome, but it'll help you. Okay, okay. Now it's Oyama Titan. Okay, Oyama Titan, please switch off your webcam. Okay, you're pretty, but keep it cool. All right, nice. Let's go back to our printer. This is a multi-function printer, and let's have a look and see. We've got a couple of things here that this printer can do, and this always comes up in your tests. Always. Teachers love this. They're like, what can a multi-function printer do? Well, okay, go for four things. Go for four things. That's my gang sign, okay? Four. So let's go with print. That would be pretty much the obvious thing it would do, is a print. Copy. You can make photocopies of stuff, okay? So, like when you make photocopies of your homework to give to your friends to hand in as if it was their own, this will do it for you, okay? You can scan things in. You can scan documents, and you can, well, scan pretty much anything and get it straight into digital format, soft copy, onto your computer. Very, very handy if you have one of these. And of course, something that I know we all do every day, is fax. It's also a fax machine. So print, copy, scan, fax. Okay, those are the four main functions of a multifunction printer. Again, I'm not sure if they ask you in grade 10, maybe grade 11, but they'll say things like, what are the advantages of a multifunction printer? Well, the first one would be that it does multiple things. So it can print, copy, scan, and fax all in one. But wait, there's more. In fact, it takes up less space than if you had lots and lots of other devices. So if you had a scanner over there, and you had a printer over there, and a photocopier over there, and a fax machine over there, that takes up a lot of space in your office, okay? So if you had one device like this guy, he does everything, and he takes up just that little footprint, that little bit of space in the office. So it's pretty cool to have on board, okay? You can fax to your pen pal faster. Yeah, you can. You can. I don't even know who has pen pals these days. But okay, go for it, RJA. Here's a cool device. How many of you have got one of these? Or have you seen these? Or do you even know what this is? Let's see. Let me just see here. Ooh, what's that? I've seen the ad with Shaq 2. I haven't seen the ad. No, a lot of you guys are asking like, what is that? What is that? I don't know what it is. Oh, that looks so cool. Inkjet cartridge. Okay, you've never seen. Okay, well, guys, technology is always changing, and that's why this subject is so cool, because we get to change as technology changes. So if you check this out, this is a very special printer. It's called an ink tank printer. Ink tank. Okay, it's an inkjet. All right, it uses jets to spray ink just like the inkjet, but instead of using these little cartridges now that we constantly have to replace and put in and take out and put in and take out, it actually uses this stuff called ink tanks. Well, tanks, they're just little bottles that you fill, and so you just keep putting in ink and it just keeps on printing. Okay, so that's what it is. It's an ink tank. Tanks, ink in tanks. There you go. It's very nice, becoming very popular, and I think in a while these will probably be the default printers in terms of ink printers, and the cartridges are going to fall away. So yeah, mind-blowing. Wow, there's a lot of mind-blowing stuff here, RJ. Have you not, where have you been living, man? What do you, do you live in a hole? Okay, output device. Oh, here we are, the good old faithful. Yes, it is a Reddit and 4chan. Yeah, that explains everything. Okay, so we've got a fax machine. Yes, good job, everybody. That is a fax machine. Now, this has been around, my goodness, before you were born, before I was born, maybe before your parents were born. Yes, and I said before your parents were born, because what does a fax machine do? Okay, we don't really use them a lot, but they're still used today. Who knows why? I don't know. So we have a fax machine. What does it do? All right, it takes a piece of paper. I'm going to do it over here. There, you put your piece of paper in here. Piece of paper with like text and stuff on. So you wrote like a love letter to your girlfriend living in Australia, okay? And you put it in there. And it goes, and you then phone the person. You dial a special number, which then gets picked up by the other fax machine on the other side of the world. That little piece of paper goes down through there like this, and it gets scanned in. and then it converts that into an analog format. Analog meaning it can go across phone lines, okay? It converts it into analog data. It goes along the phone line, all the way along the phone line, gets to the other fax machine. The other fax machine then decodes all those analog signals and then prints out the image that you scanned into your fax machine. Okay, so it's kind of like sending a piece of paper across the world via the phone line. It's awesome. It's very old. Okay. We don't really use them so much. I don't know, maybe some companies still do. But you get email to fax and fax to email services now. So those people who still do have fax machines, you can send an email and it'll print out on their fax machine and things like that. So it is pretty cool. Yes, 2020, we're still talking about fax machines. Hey, I didn't write the caps, dude. I didn't write the caps. Okay, this is for bonus points. This printer, oh my word, what is it? What is it? Please don't say fax machine, because we just did fax machine. Yes, it's a printer, RJ. Damn, nothing gets past this guy. Wow. Okay, anybody? It's an Epson printer. Whew. Damn. Ooh, Timothy's on the ball. He's got his Matrix. Edward, Matrix. Dot matrix typewriter printer. I like that. Where do you see a keyboard? Where do you type on a typewriter printer? Dot matrix looks like a laminator. It could look like a laminator. No, that's not Oki. It says Epson on the thing there. Laminator machine. Okay. It is a printer, guys. It is a printer. I'm going to tell you what it is in a minute. Okay. There's another version of it. Okay, there's another version of it. I'll tell you what it is and why it is still used today and why it actually is still very popular, believe it or not. Right, it uses this kind of paper. I loved this kind of paper as kids because it had this like line that was perforated and you could tear pages off. I mean, those were the good old days when we didn't have technology. But anyway, guys, it's a dot matrix printer. I'll go back a bit there. It's a dot matrix, matrix, like the movie, a dot matrix printer. And what a dot matrix printer does is it has a ribbon inside, okay, and it's got like a little thing that moves up and down over the ribbon, and it hammers into kind of like a typewriter. So somebody was sort of on the right track there, sort of like a typewriter, and it hammers onto the ribbon and it hits little dots and it makes lots and lots and lots of little dots, and all the dots actually make up the characters that we see on the paper. And the reason we still use dot matrix printers today is because they're very, very fast and they're very cheap. Okay, they're cheap and they're fast. Okay, so that's the only time in a CAT exam you can say it's cheaper and faster. Don't ever use those words at any other exam paper for CAT, okay? Unless you're comparing properly. It's cheaper and faster than a laser or a thing. It's cheaper because you're only printing text. It's for basic printing, guys. So banks might use them. Post offices might still use them. Small offices might use them for just fast printing of invoices and information that they could just send out to people really quick. Okay. In fact, you'll probably see these like in little hardware stores, like the small one-man band hardware stores in the middle of nowhere. They probably still use these. I'm serious. Go find it. Okay, what's this, guys? Don't say Epson. A projector. Good. Say it with a Spanish accent next time. It actually sounds pretty cool. It's a projector. Pablo, yes, you got it right. It's a projector. Yes, you even spelt it with an accent. That's fantastic. Yes, it's a data projector, guys. It's a data projector. These are super cool and used everywhere, okay? Because the whole purpose of a projector is to project something from a screen or a device of some kind so that more people can see what's going on. That's the point of a projector. Okay, very, very handy. You can't have everybody just gathered around your computer screen because that's like personal space, which I have and my bubble is here. And so I like to just project it onto the screen and let everybody see the beauty on the wall or the screen or the whiteboard or whatever it is you're projecting on. Okay, my one is pretty cool. I've got a really nice one. It can project 3D stuff. So, but you have to have the glasses. You've got to have the special glasses, and then you can do all that as well. That's pretty cool. Do I play games? Yes, every day is a game. Okay, here I will give you my bank details at the end of this video. I will take donations. This is the projector I would like as a thank you for teaching you today. So here it is. That's what it looks like, a mini projector. These are very cool. It's just another version of a data projector, but it's just to show you that they're getting smaller and smaller, but they're still pretty powerful. Okay, so have a look at those. If you want to get one for yourself one day, nice mini one, great for transport and traveling. They can project from about, well, I'd say 10 meters away. You can get a nice, well, maybe 6 to 10 meters. You can get a nice projection onto a wall. So very, very handy, very nice, cool. Ooh, this is nice. Now we don't use these a lot, okay, because it's still, it's actually, it's not new tech. It's been around for a while, but the device here, I want you to tell me, okay, so we're talking about output devices, hardware, okay, so what do you guys see on the screen? Tell me what you see. A laser keyboard, a virtual keyboard projector, good, good, nice. Virtual keyboard projector, I see my teacher. Oh, that's so cute. This lockdown's really getting to you guys. Okay, cool. The device here, the device is this guy, okay? Because it is projecting via laser a keyboard onto a surface. And what happens is, as you are blocking the beam from the laser, so if you're going to type your name, for example, every time your finger goes for where the letter is on that virtual keyboard, you actually cut the beam, and that is registered by the device, which then knows which letter you are busy typing. So that's a virtual laser projected keyboard, just something very cool. So again, the keyboard function is input, but the device that's producing it, that is the output device. Okay, here is a really bad picture I found at the last minute, and you can see my Photoshop skills are simply incredible, I know. What is this? We got exosuit. We got, that's a gamer. That's a serious gamer if that's a real gamer. Okay, spaceman. No, because he has no visor, so he would have died. Okay, still not a spaceman. The future. Nice, good. That's good for a movie trailer. That's good. A 5G suit. 5G suit. No, 5G is a communication frequency technology. So no. A virtual suit, water pack. No, there's a lot of electricity in there, and any water would probably electrocute that guy. So it would not be a good thing. Okay, this is a robotic exoskeleton, guys. Now I want you to think. Now, what is the? If we're talking about input and output here, and we talk about hardware, okay. Why do you think I'm showing you this? What is the device and what is the output? What is the device and what is the output? Okay, so the device is the exoskeleton, or all the complex processing tools that are part of this. Okay, there's the power and communications cable going to the suit. But what is the output part of this? Man, I should do this the other way around. What is the input part? What's the output part? So we've got movement. The output is movement. Good, good. You guys have got this. That's very good. Well done. Okay. Oyama Titan. Hey, switch off your webcam. We get it. We get it. You dig it, but just switch it off, dude. It's going to help you. Good. You can move your fingers. Well done. Good motor control there. Okay. It makes you do incredible things. Input is electricity. Input is energy. Okay. The input is you. Good. Some really good guesses there, guys. Really good intuitive guesses as well. Well done. So yes, the input is movement. You see, that's the input. A robotic exoskeleton is there to increase the strength of someone. Okay, it doesn't physically increase your actual strength, but you move your arm and the robotic exoskeleton then moves as well. So as you provide input, you provide the movement that you want it to do, it then creates those movements, and you're able to do some incredible things, like you're able to pick up boxes, 10 times your weight, just don't quote me on this, that are super heavy that you could not pick them up normally, but because you have the skeleton on, you provide the input. The input is you moving. The exoskeleton then provides the output, which is the movement, and then you're able to lift up something and place it somewhere else. So these are becoming a lot more used in warehouses, in areas where people need to be able to lift heavy things and they don't have necessarily the correct machines or better machines to do that. So this is very good, and this is actually a lot of military are trying to use these in their military stuffs. So yeah, it is pretty cool. So I have a task for you guys. Okay, this is actually not a long lesson, but in fact what we can do after this is have a good chat. So I want you to take a few minutes now and go around your house, okay, and find 5 examples of devices that produce output. Okay, and there's lots. Like, just go to the kitchen for one. Okay, you'll probably find something there. Go into your brother or sister's bedroom if they're still asleep. That's the best part. And just start looking around. Have a look around the house and see what is producing. Okay, you can't just type in all the answers. You've got to go and find them. I want to pour water on them. Yes, I know what that does. My son poured water on our Xbox to cool it down. It doesn't work anymore. So please take a photo of each device. I want you to take a photograph of each device. And are any of you on Twitter? Okay, anyone on Twitter? Because Twitter is pretty cool. Don't go, oh, that's for old people. Okay, if you're on Twitter, go ahead and just post that picture, or each picture if you want to, and just hashtag that, okay, with ATG Cats, and I will have that running on my screen. I've got a live Twitter feed there, and I will start to see those pictures come up. Okay, so you can do that now, or you can do that after the lesson. That's fine when we're doing questions and answers. But for now, Facebook is for old people. Okay, good. I wonder how you found out about these links. Probably on your Facebook page. Okay, while you go ahead and take some photos and stuff, let's just see if some of you can go and type in some of the things that you have at home that are output devices. Now, we've got a couple of obvious ones. So we've got laptop. A laptop is not an output device. Okay, you need to tell me something specific on that laptop that is the output part of the laptop. Okay, a light is an output device. That actually is very good. Very good. And we're getting smart lights as well. With Internet of Things, things are becoming smarter all the time. I wish that would happen to teenagers, but hey, one day, huh? Okay, a calculator screen, good. Heat is the result of output, okay? Or heat could be the output from a heater, but yes, then at least you know the heater's working, I suppose. Or you could just touch it, like an electric fence. That'll work. Let's see. Pixels on a screen. Well, no, the pixel is not output, okay? The pixel is what's producing the output. So we have a monitor, cell phone screen. Yes, good. You looked a few slides back. Well done. A kettle, a microwave. Okay, but a microwave is it's the actual interface of the microwave that's producing the output. Okay, the interface is the screen that you're looking at. All right. Okay, can I move on? I've got, that's the last. The PS4 controller, that is input, not output. Okay, sound is output. Tumble dryer. Okay, screens and sound. The sound that comes out. Yes, good. You guys are getting this. That's very good. Okay, just to recap, guys. Remember this. Any device, hardware device, that allows a user to view or receive information that has been captured or entered into a computer system is an output device. That's kind of like the definition. All right, throw that at your teachers and say, give me the marks, please. And they should be okay with that. All right. Again, like I said yesterday, if you guys need some help, and I've created what's a Wakelet collection. Wakelet is kind of like Pinterest, or it's a social bookmarking platform, and I've got a little collection there called Computer Applications Technology. Every time I find something that I think is useful for students or great to use, then I just put it in there. So there's a little QR code there. You can scan that or snapshot that now, and that'll take you to the Computer Applications Technology Wakelet collection. Okay, guys, in our next lesson, this is what we're going to do. We're going to start some practical stuff. I'm going to get you stuck into Microsoft Word. We're going to look at bullets and numbering and indents. These are 2 things that most people just cannot do. But as a CAT student, by the end of grade 10, you'll have this aced. You'll have no issues. You'll be teaching everybody else. I guarantee it. So that'll be our next lesson. Okay. What I'd like you to do for the next lesson is make sure that you have Microsoft Word ready and open on your screen. We kind of flip between screens, okay? So I might do some stuff, and then you're going to do it on your screens as well. All right, so we'll see how that works as an interactive lesson. Okay. Now, There are some links for you to follow, and hashtag if you're using any sort of hashtags on any social media whatsoever, please use those. It helps us keep in touch and see what's going on. And what we can do now is let's have a look and have some questions and answers. I am here now for you to ask any questions on input and output, the last two lessons that we did, or anything related to that. Let me know what you want to ask, and let's get some questions from you guys. Vuyani, I don't know if you want them to ask with sound or do you want them to just type it in? Sir, do we need to do this? I don't know what this is, but...
I saw it on the end.
Ooh, I got a lot of people talking to me at the same time, guys.
What we're gonna do, if someone wants to ask a question, they'll raise their hand, then I'll unmute them.
I will also be looking at the stream feed here as well. Okay, so Adrian says, is a USB port input or output? It depends on what it is being used for at the time. It is both. A USB port can be an output because you can use it. Like, for example, my webcam it's using the webcam as an input device. But if I had speakers, for example, that were USB, that would be output. So the sound would be going from the computer out, and then it would be going through the speaker. So that's output. In terms of input, my webcam right now, USB, it's now an input device because it's capturing data into the computer. Okay, I hope that helps. Right, more questions. Link to the free Office software for learners. Okay, guys, Mr. van Aswegen, just go to Mahala, M-A-H-A-L-A .ms. M-A-H-A-L-A, mahala.ms. Right, Galaxy Grand Prime. Man, your parents are very creative in naming you. Do we need to do this task on Instagram? Well, you don't have to. It would be cool. I just got an Instagram account today, so hey, let's see if it works. Why not? Try it out. Make a fake one. I know, because you're all worried about what your friends think, and ooh, look what they're posting. It's computer stuff. Just make a fake one and post it there then. Okay. So do we get marks? Yes. Yes, you do. You get 20 marks right now. I've just given you 20 marks. Congratulations. Would a mic be an input or output device? Shakur Davids, a mic is an input device because you are taking sound and you're capturing it with a microphone into the computer. Okay, it's an input device. Okay, if you are like at a concert, the mic is the input device and the speakers are the output device. Do I code? I do a little bit of coding. Yes, I do. I love coding. I do a lot of mobile app development, and I teach that at school as well. Let's see. How blah 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 do the blah 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 people blah blah blah? Well, look, the straight answer to that is just blah blah blah. That's what that is. Is a keyboard and mouse output? Where were you yesterday? A keyboard and a mouse provide instructions, so they tell something to do something. Like your mother tells you to clean your bedroom, it's input. Okay, you're giving instructions, input. Who's that? Erna Stolz. Where can I get the input device video? Well, you can watch the really bad one on YouTube right now from yesterday. I'm going to redo it, and hopefully they'll make it available for you guys. Okay. Would a touchscreen be input or output? That's a really good question. It's also used a lot in exams. What do you think? What do you think? A touchscreen. Okay, someone said it's both. It is. A touchscreen is output because it's a screen providing output, and it's also input because you can engage with it and tell it what to do. You can move things around, you can interact with it like a mouse would on a computer. So touchscreen is both input and output. Okay, so let's see if it's both, but you can, yes, thank you, Adrian. Where did I learn to code? This cool place, it's called the internet. Yeah, try it out sometime. Internet. Google. Codecamp, yeah. Code.org. Hourofcode.com. This teacher is a savage. I'm sorry. Maybe it should come with a disclaimer like sarcastic cat teacher. What language do I code in? I do JavaScript. JavaScript is my favorite. I tried Python, but heck no. That was crazy. Grasshopper and mobile, yes. I think that's for apples as well. Okay, so Pamela says if a keyboard and a mouse is input and the screen is an output or input, what can be an example of storage and processing? That will be a lesson I might do next week for you guys. Okay, storage and processing. So processing would be the actual CPU unit in a computer in addition to the RAM that it links with. Storage would be temporary and permanent storage, RAM, hard disk drives, solid state drives, flash drives. Okay. So, can you maybe hook me up with your gaming stuff? No, I'm not a gamer. I don't play some Fortnite. I don't have time, guys. I'm a teacher. Do you know teachers don't have time? We don't have time for this stuff. Okay. Any relevant questions on the topic? Oh, you're almost finished. I need to go. You can go whenever you like. I'm not. You're not in classroom here, man. Nope. I'm blanked. Okay. How long is the internet school? I'm not sure of the question. Will our teachers give us the marks as well? Yeah, tell them. You all get 50 marks. 55 and a half marks. Why do we use indentation? Very good question. We're actually going to do that tomorrow in tomorrow's lesson. So, okay. So, Tanganenzandi. Why? So, are you going to answer my questions or what? I didn't see your questions, man. So maybe type them again. So, how do you feel about this lockdown? Fantastic. Same as you. How long did you take to learn code? You never stop learning. You're always learning all the time. So, yeah, just keep going. Where do you get the rest of times? It's easy, Shakura. I just don't sleep. So, yeah, that's easy. Okay. Any other questions? Term 1? No, we're doing Term 2, by the way. We're covering Term 2 content. I miss school and I want to see my friends again. Oh, that's so sweet. Will this marks appear in the report? I don't know if you're being serious, but I'll be serious. Okay, no, I'm not your teacher, so I don't do reports. But yeah, but you can tell them you did this. I mean, that'll count for something. Where do you find future lessons like the lesson times? Oh, is that what you meant, Shakur? Okay. Shakur, everything should be on the Facebook page, on the Africa Teen Geeks Facebook page. They place their information there every day. Every morning, you will see the links for the day. So go there, okay. Brandon, man, I hope you're serious. I hope it's a fun class. Okay, cool. Tomorrow's lesson, same time, same place. 11 o'clock, guys. Do you think Python? Yes, Python is a good way to start learning coding. Python's a very, very popular programming language, and lots and lots of awesome tutorials on YouTube and a couple of good websites on Python. So I would definitely recommend that. Okay. Guys, I think we're done here. A lot of the questions are just random chit-chat now. So thank you so much for your time. I really hope today's lesson was a lot better than yesterday. And if you do have any questions, contact me on Twitter. Use some of those hashtags and I'll get back to you. Okay, guys? I do appreciate it. Thank you so much.